Good morning. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards and share some guidance for this week ahead. That's this week starting Monday the 7th of February through to Sunday the 13th of February. So I'm here every Monday for the most part. There may be one or two a year where I'm not here, but I typically am here every Monday to pull some cards for the week ahead. So welcome. I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you also to everyone who has purchased this week or these last few days during my Temple of Balance's 17th birthday sale, which is happening now on my Temple of Balance website and my ceramics website, which is leannepeters.com. So I'll talk more about that later. But welcome. Let's grab my cards. So if you're new to watching, welcome. Please let us know if you're new so we can welcome you. But what I'll be doing today is using my combined oracle cards. This is my Animal Kingdom oracle and my Speed of Light oracle cards, which I've created. And I've combined these two decks together to make a 110 card deck. And I'll be using this deck to find the best cards for this week ahead. So I'm not pulling cards for individuals. I am pulling cards for us all. So this is general guidance for everyone. So basically, I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will support you at this time and hopefully at various times through the week ahead. Please think of this as a guide only. Just take on board what feels right, what resonates, and what fits into your life easily. What seems like I'm talking just to you. Pay attention to that stuff. It's no accident that you feel that way, and in fact, it's a very common feeling. So pay attention to that stuff and, follow the guidance that speaks to you. Or sometimes the guidance might stir up something in you that you can further consider or contemplate and decide what you want to do with that information. Sometimes guidance comes up to stir us up, which goes against our grain or against what we feel is right for us. And sometimes through contemplation, we come out the other side feeling stronger about our truth and stronger about who we are. So you don't have to agree with everything or anything that I'm saying. In fact, if you disagree, that's a great thing, because that should prompt you to further contemplate your stance and either be, sometimes by confirming our stance or contemplating our stance, we're also, hello Puss, we're also figuring out if that is something that we truly feel. I can't pick you up. If it's something we truly feel, or something we might need to consider changing. So this is Puss, and we're having a great morning. It is so nice here. It's hot and it's sunny, and we're coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Monday the 7th of February here at exactly 9:44 a.m. So let's get started. While I'm shuffling, let's just do a recap of last week. Last week's really uplifting energy, especially in the end. So we sort of, I don't know if you noticed that last week, maybe started in a little bit of a lower space, but this rising up, this incline of energy last week, and by the end of the weekend, some of us were on quite a high. So we had our theme card last week was the ladybug, and the ladybug I consider as a good luck or good fortune card in the deck. So talking about abundance and good flow and things improving, which I certainly witnessed. I don't know how it has been for you. So let's start. We've got a new week. So I'm shuffling my cards, and I want to find the best cards that the majority of us need for this week ahead, starting Monday the 7th of February through till Sunday the 13th of February. And excuse the cat, she's coughing up a fur ball just behind the camera. Okay, so the best cards for the majority of us for this week are these, and I'm going to lay them face down here beside me, so just excuse me for a second. Okay, so we've got 3, 4, 5, Speed of Light, 2, Animal Kingdom, and I'm going to put 2 cards in the middle, which also happen to be Animal Kingdom. So we're in a U shape with 2 cards in the middle. So I'm going to turn the cards over, but I'm going to leave the U shape, the ones in the middle for now. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of powerful cards. We've got Tiger and Lion. Okay, and I've got the 2 middle ones still face down, so I'm going to turn those over at some point. I will see, and I'll know when to turn those over and reveal those 2 cards. But the very first card we have to start the week is Tiger Claw. You might not have seen this card. It hasn't come up for a while, so if you're pretty new to watching, this might not be one that you've seen before. Card 40, Tiger Claw. And it says, stand your ground, speak up, take action, and find courage. This brings an assertive energy, and there might be a situation early in the week, especially around Monday, where we're being called to action, called to speak up, called perhaps to clear the air, and to be assertive in that speaking up or in that action that we need to take. So maybe there's a situation that we've been sitting on or been silent about for a while, and we might find there's an opportunity on Monday for us to find courage to speak up and take action on that we've been silent about. So there is that sort of assertiveness. This card, I can feel Tiger Claw wants to get his claws into something, so especially something that has been flattening or making us feel small or doubtful or silencing us. So an opportunity potentially to speak up, to be assertive as we start the week. So that's exciting. Next card, which takes us into Tuesday, the 8th of February. This card's come up every week for the last 3 now. And it's card 26 called Filters. And it says, beliefs, cancel, delete, clarity and awareness. Again, this talks about the rose-coloured glasses that we've got on, or our distorting glasses. So sometimes the glasses we wear or the way we perceive things doesn't show how things really are. So we might put rose-coloured glasses, that feeling when we're in love and everything looks all amazing, and we see through these sort of heart-shaped rose-coloured glasses how amazing everything is. And sometimes we have these distorting glasses on that make us see the flaws in everything, or that things or people are out to get us, or that we might be taking things too personally. So we wear these kind of filters, these sort of glasses that filters or distorts how things really are. So again, this week we're being encouraged to look at how we're perceiving things and what our perception is on people or situations or things. Are we going back to old beliefs by thinking or believing we're going to be hurt again, or that this person's going to treat us bad because we've had people treat us badly in the past? So we have to be careful that we're not tainting new experiences or new people coming into our life, or putting them into the same bag as people that we've lived with or shared our life with or had experiences with in the past. Things may be different now. Can we be open to things being different now, and that we're not attracting the same type of person or the same type of situation that may be really reflecting our issues or our wounds or our insecurities? So in other words, this is reminding us, especially around Tuesday, to be aware of how we're perceiving things or how we're believing things to be, and ask ourselves, is this how this situation or this person really is, or are we distorting things through our own perception? So a mental energy really about our perspective and perception. So let's see how we go there. Now by Wednesday the 9th of February, we have the koala. The koala is card 52. And it says, ponder, slow, quiet, grandfather, and wait. Now this is a featured card, but it doesn't prompt us to pull another card. It says to meditate, ponder, and reflect. So this is saying and suggesting that for some of us on Wednesday, it's probably going to be a quieter day, a day to ponder, a day to wait, maybe a day to rest, a day perhaps, or some time in the day to slow down, maybe get our bearings, to reconnect with our body and find a calm, peaceful, still place inside. So a great time to heal, to mend, to reflect on ourselves, our lives, where we're going, what we want, who we are, these types of things. So a quieter day in general, it feels, on Wednesday. But then things pick up. Now this could be later in Wednesday, but it could most likely be Thursday, the 10th of February. We have the Elementals card. Now, I'm pretty sure this card came up. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before. But it's Elementals, and this is our abundance card. It says blessings, abundance, prayers, and opening. So this talks about especially Thursday, but I have a feeling that it might even be later Wednesday, after the quiet. We might even find that there is something to contemplate, something to ponder, something to really think about on Wednesday or around Wednesday, which is connected too with this koala. So it feels like something to really seriously think about, something really seriously to ponder. This is a big thing, I feel, that we're considering. And by the end of Wednesday or into Thursday, there is this feeling of opening. It feels like, I'm just trying, I've got the visual of what it is, but I'm just trying to find or think of or feel on what this is. But it's like something opens up. So, what is it? It's like a sinkhole, but it's not a sinkhole. Something opens up, something that's been closed or something that's been hovering, something that's been waiting, something that's been not accessible. It's a bit like, you know, I'm thinking of a big pot, because I do pottery, thinking of this really big pot that's been buried underground, so buried in the earth. And I think there are some things or some cultures that actually do bury pots, or used to. But anyway, there was a lid on this pot, and we could only see by walking past the lid or the top of this pot. But there is something, I feel, Wednesday or into Thursday that's going to be lifting up the lid and actually revealing what's inside this pot, because it feels like previously, leading up to now, we could only see the lid. So we knew perhaps that something was there, something was coming, something was happening. But there is something lifting, there's something opening, there's something coming off later Wednesday or into Thursday that's going to show to us the depth of what's inside the ground here in this pot and what's inside it. So it could be things like abundance, so treasure, gold, you know, like energetic. It feels to be something perhaps quite abundant like this that's going to be revealed potentially. So there is abundance around very strongly, for especially for Thursday, but it may start Wednesday. And what we've been encouraged to really think about is that we are open to receiving abundance or receiving good news or being in good flow, that we are open to allowing ourselves to receive a good thing on Thursday, to being able to take off that lid of the pot and actually see what's down there, what's inside, what's been sitting underneath this whole time. So then we round up, so we're going around the corner of this U-shape spread, and I'm getting close to actually pulling those middle cards. We have this card for Friday, the 11th of February. It's card 38, the Ammonite, and it says clearing private issues. Clearing private issues. So this is clearing things that we've been dealing with, for the most part, privately. And it could be something very private. You know, we could almost use the word secret, even though I don't particularly like that word that much. But something private, perhaps something secret, something that we have only been privy to, or a way that we feel that we have not expressed to anybody. Or it could be something that we've kept quite private, that we've only shared with one or two very close people to us. So there is something private and personal that we will likely have the opportunity to clear out, to release, to let go of, to surrender around Friday. And I feel it's something that's been keeping us behind a closed door or behind some hard shell-like coating that's been keeping us at distance or keeping us on guard perhaps, but keeping a gap, some type of gap between perhaps where we want to be, who we are, but this kind of being on guard, almost like an armour that we've had up to keep ourselves protected and safe. So there is an opportunity potentially for us on Friday to clear these personal, private, or a personal and private issue, so that we can break down this shell and this need for us to be on guard or be defensive. That's another sign that we might be hiding ourselves away, is if we're overly defensive. What are we defending? And why do we feel that we need to defend? So if we've got defenses up, that is usually a sign that there is something that we're hiding behind, some type of guard or some type of wall. Let's grab these two cards in the middle. They're two Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. I haven't looked at them yet. In fact, I'm just going to open them, reveal them here to us now. And that's these. Okay, so we've got owls, the power of observation, and the shark, the tiger shark, which is about opening our heart. So right now, off the cusp or off this energy of clearing our private issues, we're being encouraged here to be the observer. This is card 35, to be the observer, to take action when we're inspired to, or when we feel the green light turns on. Let's be careful, though, that we're not trying to talk ourselves out of something because of our insecurities or because we're on guard or feeling defensive. If we observe ourselves to be in a defensive space or be hiding or holding back or hesitating or being on guard, then that's a great thing to observe so we can do something about it. And the energy around that is connected with the tiger shark, card 20. And this is about opening our heart, but exposing our vulnerabilities. So the shark here is revealing its most vulnerable part, its underbelly. This is its most vulnerable part, and we may find on Friday, and we may not need to reveal this to others, although that may be the case depending on the situation, but this is about revealing to ourselves our vulnerability and realizing that it takes a lot of strength for us to acknowledge that we feel vulnerable. That we feel vulnerable and fragile right now, and that we might be in a raw state. But as soon as we admit that to ourselves too, it gets the energy moving and shifting again. So let's observe, or find the courage to observe, that we feel vulnerable, that perhaps we might feel defensive. Why? Why do we feel defensive? It is a kind shark, yes. Okay, Saturday the 12th of February, we have projection, card 15. And it says vision, focus, concentration, and chaos. So Saturday, very much about staying focused. This is a mental card, and it's about staying mentally focused on what we're doing, where we're going, what we're working on. Sorry, I just keep getting messages, but it's not urgent. Anyone would think it would be, but it's not. To stay focused on the task at hand. So in other words, we can look at this from another perspective. Let's be careful we're not being distracted on Saturday. Distracted by the chaos, the drama, the negativity, the things that we're taking personally, the things that are happening that don't really have anything to do with us. So let's avoid being distracted and make sure we are staying focused on the task at hand and focused on the thing or things that are really important to us at the time. And it makes me think of one of my favourite things I like to remind myself is to tend to the nest, which reminds me in a really gentle, nourishing way to tend to the things that are important to me at the time and not allow myself to be distracted by things that are just not important. So we might find that we have that sort of energy. But primarily it's about focus. And then we have the Lion coming in for Sunday, the 13th of February, card 11. It says, be balanced with your responsibilities. So we might find on Sunday that our responsibilities, our duties, our obligations may be under the spotlight for us to make sure we're balanced with them, that we are allowing time to replenish and nurture ourselves if we can. Also, this Lion card is about inspiring us, motivating us to step up into our role as a leader. And it may not be anything to do with other people. This is about being an individual, personal leader for us in our life. Leading the way and making decisions for ourselves, moving forward now. That there is a revival of power, of strength, and focus as well, as we step into our role as a leader, taking back our power, stepping back into the driver's seat of our life, and steering that vehicle where we want to take it. So maybe some of us have been too long out of the driver's seat of our life. Maybe we've let our negativity, our worries, our stresses, the hurt that we've been feeling be in the driver's seat and lead the way for us. It's time to stop being led by our hurt and our wounds and our insecurities and our fear and our worries and our stress, to kick that out of the driver's seat and re-empower ourselves, refocus on what's important, and bring that part of ourselves into the driver's seat and get our foot on the accelerator, change the gears and get going. Life is too short to sit back and let our wounds dictate to us how we feel or where we're going in life. So there is a feeling here of kicking out that lower part of ourselves from the driver's seat, getting back into the driver's seat, putting our seatbelt on and taking control of the controls, of the controllers. So, card 11, the Lion. Very strong energy tying up the week. So, very strong energy coming through this week. Yeah, it feels very strong. So I'm very interested to see what the theme is in a minute. So thank you for joining me. Before I pull the theme card, please hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this video. Please show us some love. Please comment or share. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. And if you'd prefer to message us privately, you're very welcome to send us a message through our website, or if you know our email, of course, but through our website at templeofbalance.com.au. So I do have a 2-week sale happening now. So almost everything across my Temple of Balance website and my ceramics website, leannepeters.com, is on sale, is reduced. And I don't tend to run sales, and those of you who have been following my work for a while will know that. So it's not something that I offer often. So if you want to take advantage of anything that you've been eyeing off that may be reduced, now is a great time to look into that. It's also a great time to support my work. So if you've been watching my videos for a while and you haven't purchased anything from my website, or you haven't become a member, not that I'm expecting that, I don't expect that, otherwise I wouldn't be here sharing these publicly. But if you get something out of my work, please consider supporting it, because I don't have any sponsors or any other things like that. I am here because of you. So thank you for being here for 17 years. Still mind-blowing. So we'll be having a birthday celebration on the 25th of February. So keep an eye out for that later. So thank you so much. If you want to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. If you've got questions or you can't find something, please send us a message through the website and we'll point you in the right direction. So let's now look for our theme card. Oh, I feel excited about the theme card. What's it going to be? So the theme card will help us see the bigger picture for this week ahead. It will help us bring these days together, and out of all the cards to remember, perhaps consider remembering the theme card, because it will underlie, it will be the overarching energy of pretty much everything this week. So the best card for the theme will find its way to the top of the deck based on the way I picked my cards. And the best card for the theme for the 7th to the 13th of February 2022, the theme card is this. It's an Animal Kingdom Oracle card, and it's this. Ah, yes, it's the Butterfly card 2. Lots of 2s this month. The Butterfly, and it simply says joy. It is a simplistic card. It's reminding us, like this card, not to focus on the things that don't need to be focused on. There is a simplicity with this card. There is a getting back to basics. There is not overcomplicating things. You know, sometimes we just overcomplicate matters. So there is a simplicity that wants to kind of push through, but very gently this week, as we focus on what needs our attention. We don't worry about things in advance. As best as we can, we wait for the facts. When we have the facts, then we got something to go on, something to act upon. But if we don't have the facts, or we're waiting for news, or we're waiting for results, let's try not to worry and stress about what the results or what the facts might be. Let's get the facts and then deal with that at the time. No news is good news. That sort of attitude feels to be coming through with this. So simplicity, but there is this overarching feeling of joy if we let ourselves feel it. So let's allow our hearts to open this week and let joy in. Let's get back to basics. Let's feel what it's like to feel calm, to feel peace, even just for 5 minutes. You know, that just simple energy of feeling calm. Sometimes it's easy to say and hard to find when things are complex and stressful and difficult. So can you find 5 minutes to calm? Can you find some time this week to meditate? Maybe it might be a good thing too. There's also transformation in the works. Change in the works. The butterfly is a great symbol of transformation. So things are changing, things are transforming. Like I said in yesterday's video, things may be moving from a challenge into an opportunity. That's transformation. Moving from fear into love. Moving from complication into simplicity. That's transformation. So what can you let change and transform this week so that you can feel this joy and this energy that wants to come in? So, beautiful, uplifting, clear blue skies. It may not be literal, but that's the feeling here. You know, clear blue skies after a stormy time. So I trust this resonates. Thanks so much for joining me today. Happy birthday, happy anniversary if you're celebrating this week. Keep an eye out for other videos as I'm inspired to come in throughout the week. And I'll be back next Monday for the weekly guidance. Take care and have a great week ahead. I'll see you next time. Namaste. You know, just taking a couple of minutes just to breathe a few extra breaths is already feeling peaceful. So let's start from now. When you turn this off, if you can, just pause. Take 3 breaths before you do anything. See if you can capture some little pockets of time through the week where you can just stop, take 3 breaths, clear your mind, and then continue. So, have a great week. See you.